How are you today? We often hear this common greeting, and occasionally the reply is, I mustn't complain. Now, I don't know if this whimsical response is peculiar to England, but it wouldn't surprise me if it is. It's related to the stiff upper lip idea. Other times people will say, well, it won't help complaining about it, will it? The Holy Spirit records a casual conversation between Joseph and his fellow prisoners, the butler and the baker. God had enabled Joseph to interpret both their dreams, and Joseph said the following, quote, Think on me when it shall be well with thee, and show kindness, I pray thee, unto me, and make mention of me unto Pharaoh, and bring me out of this house. The dungeon, he meant, unquote. Well, so far, so good. No harm at all in taking advantage of an opportunity, and maybe God had provided this opportunity. But then Joseph went on to say, For indeed I was stolen away out of the land of the Hebrews, and here also have I done nothing that they should put me into this dungeon. Genesis 40, verse 14 following. Now this was a mistake. It wasn't just the fact that he was complaining about how life had treated him. It was Joseph's suggestion that he was sent to prison for no reason. It was meaningless. But God has a purpose in everything. We may want to express our dislike of a situation, that's just being human. But when we suggest that it's undeserved or meaningless, we've stepped over the line and become accusers of God, suggesting that he doesn't care or he has made a mistake. But God was orchestrating everything, not only for Joseph's good, but for his entire family and therefore for the entire world. God had allowed him to be sold into Egyptian slavery, falsely accused and thrown into the prison. He had given the butler and baker prophetic dreams and enabled Joseph to interpret them. Now, on hindsight, we can see the hand of God clearly at work, but poor Joseph was in the maze of life and he couldn't see what was in it all. He couldn't see what we can see. Now, whatever our situation, relationship problems, financial straits, health difficulties maybe, a bereavement, God is faithful and has been orchestrating our lives since eternity past. Not just since we gave our lives to him, but before we ever entered this world, our days were written in his book. He will never leave us nor forsake us. He cannot deny himself. He has staked his reputation on our making it through life with trophies. We may feel the need to complain on occasions, but we should stop short of suggesting our difficulties are meaningless. That's exactly what the enemy wants us to think. Instead of, I mustn't complain, we should probably say, I mustn't think it's meaningless.